WHIT Radio, WHITradio.org, back from our break. Meyer Mayhem Fridays on a Thursday before we leave for a long spring break weekend. What's going on, Natasha?
Nothing much.
Former Mr. Placino student.
Yes.
And a former TV Pro student.
Yep.
Former high-tech high school student.
Yes. Former it all.
Wow.
I'm just, taking it all in, before I start opening my mouth and, getting
Fantastic.
crazy in here.
Remember, we're live on the air with no delay. Oh, wow. It's Kelsey and Ida. Ida Barini, what's going on? You guys can come in. I don't mind. All right, what's up, Kelsey? Oh, this is great.
Are you spreading the word about your band?
Yeah, we're actually live on the air.
Oh.
So, yeah, I'm spreading the word about my band. Have a seat, Ida. Okay. And Kelsey, it's so good to see you guys. Make sure your mics are up. This is great. If anybody's been listening, Mr. Meyer's been on the air now. This is his third show. So 2 weeks on the air. And the hit, YouTube called John yesterday.
No way.
Yeah.
How did they do that?
I don't know.
I'm interested.
Yeah.
Seriously, they really did? They called you?
YouTube called John.
Yes.
You gotta be kidding.
And they're like, we don't have an odometer that can keep up with these guys' hits.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Apparently we were burning through their however they tabulate their numbers. It was going so fast.
This is going to go viral.
So Holly's not happy, Chris.
I guess we apologize.
I apologize. Holly, if you're listening live on the air, I apologize. It was, if you would have let me finish the bit, it was a good bit. Yeah, I was going to turn it around. It was all a joke. I love Holly's mom. She knows that. And Holly's sister. It was all a practical joke, Kelsey. You have a sister, Kelsey?
Yes, I do. Her name is Sarah. She's a freshman in college.
Oh, really? What college?
Montclair State University.
Really?
Yes, she's studying to be a teacher.
Oh, it's a great profession, teaching, isn't it, John?
One of the best.
One of the best. I don't feel that way. I feel it's the best.
That and a tugboat operator.
Well, all right. Tugboat operator. Have you done that in your life, John?
I want to.
Really? That's what you want to do
That's
for a
when I
living? You want to be when you retire from here?
Tugboat operator or lighthouse, what do you call it?
Lighthouse.
Moderator or whatever you call that.
Supervisor?
Lighthouse supervisor.
Secret
I
Service?
can sit up
Really?
on the lighthouse and...
They probably have an iPhone app for that now.
Yeah.
Lighthouse app.
I like
We need a JP app. What would it do? What would a John Placino app do if we had it? It would be great.
It would get an archive page going. That's
Well, John, you keep harping about this. What's going on here with you with the archive page?
We're almost there.
Okay.
Maybe this year, maybe next. We don't know, but it's gonna happen.
What's
And
the holdup?
We're just, according to our webmaster, we're
Which
not
is who?
quite ready.
All right, Chris, are you the webmaster?
No.
Okay, John, who's the web?
We'd rather not say at this point.
We're not going to
But
say who the
we're not gonna
webmaster is.
say who that
Let's just say
was.
there was a hurricane named after it.
Yes,
There was a hurricane named
after-
Irene.
Yes.
Irene, there it is. Irene.
Is that right?
We're knocking on the door.
I love the webpage personally, but I'm a child of the '90s, so it.
But we need an archive page so people around the world can now, at their leisure.
Let me ask you a question,
listen to
John.
Mr. Meyer.
Around the world, because you've been around the world, and you've told me that people have stopped you in the street,
They have.
and they've said, "I recognize you from JP's place," or and where, John? Tell me the story.
Philadelphia, New York City.
Talking to the mic,
and
John, it's radio.
South Carolina.
You were in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
South Carolina.
Well, hold on. Let's
North
start with
Carolina.
Philly. You were in Philadelphia, the birthplace of our country,
Right.
right? Going down to check out the Liberty Bell or whatever it is that you were doing down there.
I don't know what it was.
You're walking in the street.
Yes.
Somebody runs up to you.
Restaurant.
Sitting in a restaurant.
Yep.
You were married at the time?
No.
You were on a date.
I was with
'Cause
somebody.
that's impressive.
but
Okay,
I don't know
so-
if I was on a date.
Okay.
I was with somebody.
So you're with somebody at a restaurant, trying to enjoy your meal,
Yes.
and Holly's texts are live. I can't even read them.
Anyway.
She's very mad, John. I'm going to pin this one on you.
Hey, you opened the door.
Oh, now it's my fault. Unbelievable. So you're sitting in the restaurant, trying to enjoy your meal. Here comes somebody walking up to the table, and they say what?
Are you on TV?
Oh, wow. That's impressive.
It's always a good thing.
Yeah, and you say, yes, I am. And they recognize you from what show?
JP's place.
JP's Place in Philadelphia.
At that time, we had a network in New Jersey that broadcasted into TV. We had a state network.
Oh,
so
I
you
see.
would send your show into Trenton, and they would show it throughout the state, into Philly, into New York City, wherever. So
Wow.
you could really get a reach for your show at that time.
Incredible. And South Carolina, you were broadcasting to as well.
No, well, I was on a bus coming back from Florida, and there was people on the bus from New York City.
Oh, I
and
see.
So I guess.
So you're sitting on the bus, and you
Yeah.
could tell people are looking from like different rows, right?
Well,
Is that how it started? People are looking at you. You're trying to read your.
I thought one was a little strange. I don't know why they were turning around.
kept
but-
turning around, and then finally they can't help
Yeah,
it. They walk
can't
up
help
to
it,
you,
They can't.
and they say, "You got to be JP."
They said, "Who is that co-host that you have on JP's Place?"
"Oh,
and
I
said,
see."
"That's Miss Dragone from
Wow.
Kennedy Dances." They said, "She's very pretty." I said, "You're right. She is very pretty."
Unbelievable.
Is she married? I said, "Yes, she is married."
You're a big star.
That's it. So they were really
You're-
more interested in my co-host.
Well, we went talking about archives, and can't we just put everything on a YouTube page? Like, do we need?
We do, but we want people to go to our page, WHITradio.org, see our archive section, and be able to go to YouTube.
Can't you just make a link that says archive?
You would think so.
And then you click on the
You
link,
would think so.
and that link goes
yes.
right to the YouTube
Yes.
page.
You would think so.
When you talk archive, you don't mean that we need like a safe or a vault or something where
No.
this stuff actually is
We
going to be.
just need a link that would point to YouTube.
Okay.
That's it. And there's Miss Dragone. Miss Dragone
Oh, there-
is
wow, there
on
she
the
is.
air. On the air, Kennedy Dancers.
Diana Dragon.
Very
Where is she now,
famous,
John? You've
Dance
continued.
director, Jersey City, Central Avenue.
Wow.
She's does a fantastic job down there, and
Still.
she's been still to this day artistic director of the Kennedy Dancers.
Really?
She has her own show called Dance Vista, which has been on for 20 years,
Really?
and she's doing her thing.
Unbelievable.
And Mr. DePiro, our magic man, our producer, gets these people up. What happened to Sweet Lorraine? No Sweet Lorraine?
You just complimented me. Now you put me down, John.
No, this is how John operates. I see it all the time. John regularly rushes into the room yelling at poor Chris.
I
Aw.
try
You guys
not
have
to.
seen it.
We're
Kelsey
gonna go
was just
black.
telling
We're
me
gonna
the
go
other
dark.
day.
Yeah.
Me and
I tell
Kelsey
you
were
a lot of
talking the other
things.
day. And she was like, wow, Mr. Placino really is mean to Chris every once in a while.
Yeah.
And I
And
say,
mean to my students, too.
and I
My
say,
whole morning crew wasn't talking to me yesterday morning.
really?
They were not. They gave me the silent treatment. They did the show, but they were silent. They gave me
Silent radio.
They gave me the cold shoulder.
You started on silent radio, didn't you?
Why do
That's
I
before we
always
had
feel
sound.
like 300 years old and on the show?
No, not
No,
300.
200.
Well,
Yeah. Anyway,
I think
Kelsey.
you know what?
Kelsey.
We're going to play a game today called "How many people's ages can we add up before we pass John's age?"
Oh, my
no,
God.
I'm only joking.
Yeah.
I'm silently counting now. How old are you, Ida?
16.
16. That's 30,
15.
15, 31. Pat?
18.
18, 31, 49. Never asked a lady.
No, that's all right.
No,
Natasha,
no, no.
28,
Who's
39.
You're 31?
Me? I wish I was
Who
31.
said 31?
No, I didn't. Nobody said 30. No, that's
you
what I'm up to right
counted.
now. All these
Okay,
guys
yeah.
are worth 31.
I'm 28. so-
28, so that's 39, 59.
Or more than 30.
We're getting there. All right, John.
You're
Hey, listen.
close.
It's not. Some people call it age. I call it wisdom. You're a wise man.
He's got a lot of wisdom.
He has a lot
Yeah.
of wisdom.
I do.
He does.
My wife doesn't think so.
Oh, really? Now why? Why? Now your wife thinks you're not a wise man. Is that true?
I wasn't one of the wise men.
I'm already in trouble. What would you bring? The frankincense?
The myrrh.
Oh, I figured that.
The myrrh.
Now, I'm already in the doghouse, John. Maybe me and you will just go to Toronto next week. Now, Natasha, my wife is saying that it's not fair to talk about her personal stuff on the air. You agree with that?
What did you talk about?
You know what? I can't even talk about it anymore.
Oh, that's right. No.
You know what? I'll pretend I was talking about Pat. I was talking about Pat's mother-in-law and sister. And I was making a typical in-law. John, you saw that, right? I was doing like the typical in-law joke thing, but I was going to turn it all around at the end anyway. So I apologize, Holly. All right, just got a text. Let me read this here.
Sleeping on the couch tonight or what?
I changed the locks. Okay. WHIT Radio, WHITradio.org. We have windows. After the break, John, I'm going on a diet. I am.
Okay.
I got to do it.
What kind of?
Diet is Latin for way of life. So I'm looking for a whole new way of life that's not going to involve eating at 12:30 at night. My new way of life is going to exclude dipping. I was like a wild animal last night, John. I'm not going to lie to you. It was like 12:30, and all of a sudden I say to myself, I'm starving. I was like really hungry. So I go down to our kitchen, right? And I start looking in the fridge. Nothing, Pat. Nothing. I was like really hungry. Well, all we had that looked even halfway appetizing were chocolate chips. My wife's an amazing baker.
She made them?
She didn't make the chips.
Oh.
Can you
made
make
the cookies?
No, well, she would have, but there was none made.
Oh.
There was no cookies. All we had was chocolate chips and peanut butter.
Ooh, that's bad. Yeah.
But you know what? I thought to myself, this is the ingredients of like a peanut butter cup, right? So I took, and you're like a gavone when you even figure out how to do this stuff. So if you ever only have chocolate chips and peanut butter, the way to eat them, because how would you do that, Pat? How do you eat those two things together?
I don't know.
All right, neither did I, but I was not going to let that stand in my way.
You dip the chips in the peanut butter?
Think about how hard that is, Ida, right? I thought about that too. Maybe I'll just dip the chips in the peanut butter. One at a time?
Mix
Takes
it?
too long.
I've never done that before. So I don't-
Kelsey?
Do you mix it?
You could mix it, and that's actually what I wound up doing. I got a cup,
Oh my god.
and you take the chips, and you put the chips in the cup. Then you take a spoonful of peanut butter, and you stick it in, and all the chips stick to the peanut butter. So I had like half a jar of peanut butter, like half a bag of chocolate chips. Not good. No self-control.
After break, right?
Well, we'll see.
So what is the diet you're
My new
considering?
diet is going to involve this because you can't, any of this stuff, it's tough to do it on your own, right? You need help. So John, I talked to him this morning. John's going to be my sponsor. And every time I feel the urge to eat like this, John, I'm just going to call you up.
Okay.
It's frequently in the middle of the night. You're fine with that though, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Everybody heard it?
Yes.
So if Mr. Meyer doesn't get in shape, we know who we can point the finger at.
Okay.
John Placchino.
What's the goals? What's the...
The goal is to get healthy
And?
and to be healthy. That's it. That's all I care about. I already look
Alright.
good.
All right, yeah.
That I don't have to worry about. I'm like a Bonicelli. You know, like the bigger the better. Some guys
I thought you
can't...
said a bowl of jelly.
Oh, did you know Jell-O was made out of bone?
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Jell-O is made up of ground up
Wow.
bone.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it
This is why vegetarians can't eat Jell-O. I invite you out there in Radioland to look it up. And also, if you want to call in WHIT Radio, call in right now, 201-854-8224. Those are the numbers. The phones work, right, John?
Last time I heard them,
That's a yes?
I think so.
Okay. John, can you tell Radioland how amazing it's been since I've revolutionized the whole radio program
Well,
down here?
Number one hit on WHIT.
What was that? Ida and Kelsey didn't hear you.
It was number one.
Oh, you
But
did hear
we
Kelsey.
We could take that position
88
anytime.
weeks.
Is that right?
88
We have
weeks.
88 weeks.
Yeah.
You do. You have 88 weeks to beat me. Now, there's two of you, and there's one of me. And you're still finding it hard to beat me.
It's not hard. We just haven't tried yet.
Maybe I can help you write a new show. I have some ideas for you. Involve more Mr. Placino. That's always a winner. And then maybe you could do some bagpipes. Right? Patrick would probably help you. Just steal my show. What do you think about that?
That's okay with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Good artists steal, great art. Good artists create, great artists steal.
Steal, yeah.
That's what they say. So yeah, but seriously, I'm gonna try to go on a diet. Diet and exercise is the key.
Exercise, yeah.
What's funny is my son, 7 years old, he is actually concerned about his weight. He's 7 years old. I don't know where he gets it from. So I talk a good game, and I always tell him, listen, we got to eat healthy. My wife's a vegetarian. She eats very healthy.
Wow.
Yeah. Although, guess what you can eat when you're a vegetarian? Pizza, Twinkies, cookies. You know, there's a lot of bad stuff you can still eat. But my wife's a vegetarian. My son now is like really active in trying to become more healthy, right? And I'm trying to be a good dad, but very often it's hard to practice what you preach. So I find myself very often taking him out to eat, like, Five Guys. And he'd be like, Daddy, isn't this bad? I'd be like, yeah, but, once in a while, And then finally he called me on it. He's like, what does once in a while mean? I said, why? He goes, does that mean all the time, Daddy? I go, why do you say that? He goes, because you eat bad stuff and you say it's once in a while, but then it's all the time. So he called me out on it. I said, all right, maybe Daddy's eating too much bad stuff. We'll start cutting down a little bit. So, once again, starving. I didn't have John to call at this point. Starving the other day. And I live in a downtown Jersey City. It's a nice neighborhood. There's a fair amount of...
By the way, you live across the street from Miss Amy Lynn?
Yeah, down the block, not across the street.
Okay.
Yeah, a few doors down. So we have a progressive neighborhood, and there's some like what's the word I'm looking for here? I don't know. There's some like moms who are very active and like being on the forefront of parenting and all this other stuff.
Soccer moms?
Yeah, sort of like we have like their version of that down us.
Yeah.
But I call them the Hamilton Park Moms Club. Because they all hang out in Hamilton Park. I'm persona non grata. They don't like me, John. I'm not welcome in the Hamilton Park Moms Club at all. Because, we play football with the kid and, like, actually, not that I tackle them, but, we play, and they always look at me very disapprovingly all the time. So we go to the bodega the other day to get, I'm like starving, like, voraciously. I need to eat. We go to the bodega, and I'm like, I'm going to get some cereal. And we're looking at all the cereal, and I could feel my son just staring at me as I make my choices. So I want, like, Fruity Pebbles. I want to get some, maybe a Captain Crunch, which I'm partial to. But I know this kid's grilling me, like impending doom. Just, like, staring at me. So finally I give in. And I just grab a box of Total.
Aww.
And I think to myself, I'm just going to pour sugar all over this thing later. Anyway, it doesn't matter, But I get the Total. And then finally I'm like, oh, wait, we have calls coming in. What's going on here, Chris? I'm going to turn into John now.
We're missing phone calls?
We're missing phone calls. We have a hotshot producer from Showtime Networks trying to call in. I'm going to call him. Hold on one second. We're calling a hotshot producer right now from Showtime Networks, Francesco Guastella. All right, let's see. Let me find his number here. He's a big fan of your guys' show.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
that's the truth.
We have fans.
Yeah, you do. Thanks to me. All right, hold on a minute. Francesco. All right,
Did we
let's.
put his tag in our video?
Yeah, we're gonna call Francesco. Let's see. Can we dial the city in here, John, or no? Oh, nope. We're dialing extensions. All right, stand by. Let's try calling a cell. Okay, calling calling Francesco Guastella.
This is Francesco.
Francesco, you're live on the air. WHIT Radio, WHIT Radio.
How you doing?
Oh,
First
yeah,
time
live
caller,
on the.
long time listener.
Oh, first time, long time, great. Francesco, we are live on the air without a delay, so I just ask you to be particularly mindful whatever comes over the air. Francesco, I work with Francesco over at Showtime Networks International. Francesco is a big-time hotshot boxing producer. That's right. Yeah, he is a big-time and a Jersey guy too. He's from where are you from, Francesco?
I'm from Saddlebrook.
Saddlebrook, New Jersey. Beautiful Saddlebrook. Francesco, guess who's on the air with me today? Ida Barini.
Hello.
I heard your statement before that I like their show too. I only like everyone else's show when you're on it, Rob.
Oh, you only like the other shows when I'm on it. You hear that, John?
I heard that.
Now, were you listening to WHITradio.org before I turned you on to it, Francesco?
I'm not gonna lie. No.
Okay. But now I've turned you on to the show, and what you're saying is when I'm on, it's great.
It is hilarious.
Okay, when I'm not on, okay, enough said.
Sorry, but you had commented before about Jello and gelatin and bone animals. That is actually correct.
That's correct. Jello is made out of bone.
That's correct. That's why if your mom or wife or whoever ever makes soup with animal, like chicken bones and all that, and you let it cool, it turns into Jello.
Oh, that's what that stuff is, like that gelatin at the bottom of the. Oh,
right.
So all they're doing is putting some cherry flavor in that stuff.
Exactly. They're taking out the chicken and they're making it cherry.
Oh, that's disgusting. Wow, that is real. We have a picture of gelatin up on the board right now. Wow, that is gross looking.
You guys have a food cost down there.
we do. Francesco, when are you going to come in? John would love for you to, right, John?
Yeah, sure.
I would love to come down there.
Okay, we're going to have Francesco down. Francesco, thanks for coming on the air with us today.
Oh, thanks for having me.
You're welcome, and we'll see you soon. That was Francesco Guastella, Showtime Networks International. Ah, that was great. He's a very funny guy. This guy makes the greatest Halloween costumes you've ever seen. And for 2 Halloweens in a row, the poor guy's been rained out. We've had 2 Halloweens canceled in a row.
Yeah.
It's becoming a serious problem in the Northeast. What are we going to do? They're trying to take our Halloween away, John. It's like Mother Nature versus Halloween. Who's going to win? Mother Nature.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Mother Nature.
But last year he made. Anybody watch Price is Right?
Yeah.
John, you're a big Price is Right. No, John does not like the Price is Right.
When Bob Barker was on.
You're an enigma wrapped in a riddle. I can't figure you out. Okay, you like Bob Barker.
No, not really, but I used to watch him.
All right. Are you familiar with Plinko? You guys familiar with Plinko? When
Yeah.
they drop
No.
This guy. Great.
I'm sorry.
Okay, no problem. This guy wore a full-size Plinko board with sound effects, and you could actually play the Plinko. It was incredible. It just something else to see. Hold on, we're getting a text. Oh, we got a picture of it. I'm going to send you the picture of the Plinko board. Francesco's still listening. I'm going to forward you this picture, Chris, and maybe we can get... If I forward you this picture to your email, can we pop it up on the computer? Let's try that.
Yeah.
All right, let's see here.
The Magic Man, Chris DePiero here.
He's a magic
That's
man.
no
The
pressure,
Magic
right, John?
Man.
You know what? Maybe I'll just hold it up to the camera. Can we zoom in? Maybe that'll work.
No, but if I could run in there and take it.
Yeah, come in here and take... yeah, all right. Experimenting with radio stuff on the air. That's what we do here at WHIT Radio, WHITradio.org. Now, John, I've gotten a lot of complaint. John's going to have a conversation again now while I'm on the air. Go ahead. Don't let me interrupt you. John, I've gotten a lot of complaints about how you read the call letters.
Okay.
Let me hear you read the call letters.
WHITradio.org.
All right, try this. Ready? Repeat
Okay.
after me.
Go ahead.
WHIT.
WHIT.
No. You got to put a lot more emphasis on the Ida. You try it.
WHIT.
That's pretty good. Kelsey?
WHIT.
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 Class
we
in
have it
phonetics with Mr. Meyer.
We have the picture up.
Oh, nice. If anybody is tuning in right now, we'll see an amazing picture of Francesco as the Plinko board. I mean, that's good stuff. That's a live Plinko board. This guy's incredible.
Where was that taken? Looks like a bar.
It could be. Well, he goes to these he enters these contests. This is a guy at work, John, who does literally everything. Which one? He does writing, he does producing, he does editing.
And you said he was big boxing and
Big time boxing producer.
Wow.
Yeah. Not only that, he won the company bake-off. They had a baking contest. The guy won. He baked an apple pie. It's unbelievable. Hey, Pat, who are you texting over there? You're making me nervous. You're engulfed in texting. I'm trying to run a radio show.
Yep.
What's going on over there?
Nothing.
Who are you talking to?
Nobody.
Unbelievable.
Pat, the idea of being a co-host on a radio show is to talk.
Okay.
Okay?
Herp.
All right, Pat. Herb. Okay, very good. Where's my call? Oh, I have a list of stuff we have to talk about.
You're just going to get to it now?
Yeah. No, that was a warm-up. WHIT Radio, WHIT Radio. Let's try calling Holly again. I'm going to try to apologize on the air. Yeah, let's see. Ida, would it break your heart if Holly didn't pick up right now?
Yes, it would.
Oh,
Please
wow.
pick up.
Please pick up, Holly. Let's see.
Don't change the locks.
Holly Meyer. WHIT Radio, WHITradio.org.
Come on, Holly.
Come on, Holly.
You can always hang up on us.
Yeah. She's not going to do it. All right. We'll call my dad instead.
Okay.
You guys want to talk to my dad?
Sure.
Yeah.
That'd be fun, right? Okay. Let's see. Hopefully he remembers how to use the phone. This is unbelievable. You're getting no love today, Chris.
Call me. I'll pick up.
Really? That's nice of you. Okay. WHIT Radio, WHITradio.org. All right.
That's okay.
Just staring at Ida and Kelsey right now, just thinking about how my hits are just going. You know, it reminds me of the time that I logged onto YouTube and I typed in www.whitradio.org and I wanted to listen to the Kelsey and Ida show.
Are you sure you don't want to listen to yourself?
Oh, that's all I want to do. But on other time, I'll take a little break and I want to listen to the Kelsey and Ida show on WHITradio.org. And I listened to the show and I said, wow, that was great. I'm glad I got to share that with the 2 other people in 6 years that also listened. 3 hits in 6 years. Unbelievable. And then I thought to myself, Robert, what can we do to help these guys generate more hits? And I wrote a little song about it. Kelsey and Ida want more hits on their radio station. Please click, click. Listen to my show on the radio. Chicago. 2 ladies, 2 microphones, but nobody's listening. Nobody's at home for your show. What can we do to help you?
I think it'll be a hit. I think so.
They need more Mr. Meyer, Chicago. That's what happened. That's what I was. Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
thinking.
That was
I
great.
was sitting. Thank you. Oh wow! Look who's in the studio, but Sam Sobolov. Sam, I'm glad you're here as the producer of the sports show at WHIT Radio, WHITradio.org. Because Sam got on the air yesterday, and there's a lot of stuff to talk about in sports right now. There's the Knicks, there's the Rangers, there's the Yankees, there's the Mets, football free agent signing, and yet he decided to devote the beginning of his show to telling the world, telling 6 people about how his show, him and Muhammad's show, it was far superior to mine. But maybe they have a different way to gauge superiority, right? I know in radio we usually base it on ratings. Like the more people that watch, that's the better show. Maybe these guys have a different equation that they've come up with to figure out who's best. Chris, can we bring up the YouTube page while Sam is here?
Yes, we have the challenge right now. Hold
Oh,
on.
we do.
Wait.
Okay, great.
Mr. Myers.
Here we go.
You think you have the best show on WHITradio.org.
And it's not true.
I'm letting
It's
you know
not
right
true.
now. Don't worry, you're in the top 10. You have the 6th best show here
Because the
because
top five
we are so
spots are
good that we
occupied
take
by
1
us.
through 5 for
They're
ourselves.
occupied by our muscles. Talk to
These
when,
babies
when,
take
when
1
you
through
can flex
5.
like us. You could speak about your radio show.
The
but
radio
since you
show's
can't,
about to break. What is this?
you
300 people
can't.
here, 1,200 there. What do we have
it's
here?
like yeah,
Huge.
exactly. So Mr. Myers,
You're done, Mr. Myers.
You're done.
You're done.
you're done. You don't have the top spot. We do.
I'm done. I don't have the top spot. They do. Maybe in a little place that I'd like to visit every once in a while. Maybe this is where your show is number 1, a little place called Fantasyland. I don't have a passport for Fantasyland, so I can't listen to the show. But in the real world, in reality, where we operate, I know if we look at the YouTube page and we just look at the actual amount of hits, guess who's number 1? This guy.
Guess who's number 2?
You
Us.
guys. Yeah, that's right. So you have number 1 and 2 right here, Sam, which you completely ignored. Furthermore, as the teacher advisor of MSG's involvement with High Tech High School, I have complete. Oh, Natasha's yawning. I have complete control over how we use our MSG branding. So this is the deal I have for you, Sam. You have 2 options. Number 1, we yank the MSG branding from your show. It will no longer be known as MSG Lowdown. That's option number 1.
The lowdown.
It'll just be the Lowdown, and you can't talk about the Knicks or the Rangers either. Or number 2, and I think it's the deal you're going to want to take. You keep the name. I'm going to be a nice guy. Keep the name of the Lowdown. Okay? We'll keep that name. MSG Lowdown. I'm going to let you keep that. I'm the type of guy I am, but it just needs to be known as. I'm going to let you keep the MSG Lowdown name. But hold on, I'm going to wait for Sam to put the headphones on. Can you hear me now, Sam?
Yeah.
Okay. You can either drop the name altogether, or you can keep it, MSG Lowdown Show with Sam and Muhammad, but it's now going to be known as Rob Meyer Presents the MSG Lowdown Show with Sam and Muhammad. So you don't have to answer now. You can think about that. Sam?
No.
Okay. He's not going to take the deal, Chris.
I don't know if I would either.
Really?
Yeah.
You'd prefer to now, Sam. I was a big supporter of you guys. I was actually talking to Mr. Placino yesterday, and I was telling him how great you guys were. I came on my own accord. I came in. I said, you know what show is great on this station? That MSG Lowdown show. I really like it. These guys are amazing. I've never mentioned you on air. Is that true or false?
I don't know. I haven't listened to your shows.
Oh, really? Well, you're in the minority. If you've ever listened, you know I've never brought your show up because I didn't really know about it until yesterday. But yesterday morning I listened to it. No, 2 days ago, and whatever the last one. I said, "Wow, what a great show!" And I came in here to John, and I came to give a big compliment because Sam and Muhammad are my students as well, and I like to support my students. And I said, "Wow, Sam and Muhammad are really fantastic on that radio." And John was like, "Yeah, you should listen to this." John plays me your show where you all you do is you take an opportunity to drag me across the coals, to insult me, to tell me I'm no good. Sam, why? Why would you hurt Mr. Meyer like that right before Easter break?
Sam. Take the deal.
No, I'm not gonna take
the deal, Sam.
I'm not gonna take.
Why would you attack Mr. Meyer like that?
Because you were going around the school telling everybody that you had the #1 radio show.
You know why I said that? Only one reason. Yeah, because it's true. You know what I think? You know who's butting his nosy head into this whole equation, Chris? A guy called Math.
Oh.
Yeah, a guy called Math keeps butting in and
That's
saying,
real-
hey, look at
real
these
stuff.
numbers are higher than the other numbers. I think if we take Math out of the equation, then you guys may have a chance. No? Oh, I just saying even if we take Math out of the equation, still no shot. I think what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start coming on to the sports show. I can talk sports all day long.
Really?
Yeah, you want to talk a little sports? Let's talk a little sports.
All right.
Let's do it.
How do you feel about the Heat losing to the Bulls?
The Heat's not bad. Actually, it's been the coldest winter on record. I'll tell you how I felt about the Heat losing to the Bulls. It sort of reminded me of a little bit of 90s basketball last night. And I think if you want to stop LeBron, which obviously the Bulls did, is you have to put some physicality on him. And that's what they did, to the point where he got so frustrated. He had that flagrant, which I know they overturned, but he even committed that flagrant at the end of the game. Now, LeBron's a big guy. He's a big guy. He's very physical, but he's playing in the new NBA. And if you remember the old NBA, LeBron would have been taken to task. And I think if the Knicks want to beat LeBron, if the Knicks have a chance of beating LeBron, they're going to have to get physical. See, that's how I do sports. Look how you should tape that, and you could just like punch it into your show every once in a while when you need to hear some legitimate sports analysis.
We should punch that into our show when we need something to laugh at.
WHIT Radio, WHITradio.org. We have almost like the whole station's on the show today. We have Kelsey, we have Ida, we have Patrick Cahill, we have the Sam Sobolov.
Sam the Man.
Sam the Man, we're missing Muhammad the Machine. Yeah. That's right. And they have a great show too, the now known as just the Lowdown Show.
No, we're still MSG Lowdown.
I beg to differ. On WHITradio.org. We got Chris on the other side of the glass. John, where's John gone?
He's gone.
He's
Goodbye,
preparing
John.
for the next show.
Which is what?
He's a program manager, so he's checking in. I think the next show is hopefully part 3 of your show.
Hey, Sam, I have a scoop for you. Since I know a thing or two about sports, I don't know if you follow the fight game on your show at all, boxing.
No, we don't usually follow boxing.
Well, you may know that Floyd Mayweather, big fighter. You guys heard of Floyd Mayweather? He's a big-time boxer.
No.
He hasn't lost yet.
Muhammad Ali?
He has not lost. No, not Muhammad Ali. Floyd Mayweather. He's a big fighter now. He hasn't lost. Do you know what his next fight is, Sam?
I want to say Pacquiao because that's the one everyone.
No, he's going to fight Robert Guerrero on May 4th.
I thought you were going to say Rob Meyer.
That I would not do. But Robert Guerrero got arrested this morning. He had a gun in his luggage. He got stopped at the airport. So who knows what's going to happen with that fight on May 4th.
We'll probably mention that in our show, too.
Yeah, you know what you call that, Ida?
What?
A scoop. That's a sports scoop. Using my inside sports contacts that I have over at Showtime Networks to get some real sports scoops. What do you guys read the paper?
No, we analyze and create our own opinions.
Really?
Yeah.
Based on?
Based on information and facts.
Oh, I see. From the paper and the internet.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Well, stats are stats no matter where they're posted.
Admit it.
Well, I want to go on the record, even though.
Am I gonna create my own stats? I mean.
That's what I do.
You create your own stats.
Yeah, you want to see? Check this one out. You ready?
Yeah.
I'm gonna create my own stat that's totally fake.
Okay.
You ready? The MSG Lowdown Show has 26% more hits than Meyer Mayhem Fridays. There's a made-up stat. Completely made up and false. No, and Sam, in all seriousness, and I want to go on the record as saying this, too. I have quite a crew of young filmmakers coming up. Starting with this man on the other side of the glass, Sam Sobolov, Steven Chikas, Muhammad, of course, Ricardo. Who am I forgetting, Sam, in your group?
Richard.
Richard. Anybody else?
That's it. That's our group.
What a group. These guys are making, they're working on their first real video working together. And there's something else. And all joking around the side, we love Sam and Muhammad's show.
You're on camera putting the thumbs down. People can see that.
It's the best. Oh, wrong way. It's the best. It's the best sports show on WHITradio.org. That I guarantee you.
It's the best radio show on WHITradio.org.
Okay, Sam. I want you to put your numbers where your claims are.
Just because we don't have good numbers doesn't mean it's not better.
Not according to the rest of broadcasting. Okay, so WHI.
Mr. Meyer, we have to go.
Why?
Because I think it's next period.
Oh, no. Is it already?
Yeah.
All right, it's 5th period here at High Tech High School. Thank you, Ida and Kelsey.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Friends of the program, you guys are welcome on anytime. Yes. And I know we're gonna take your program and we're gonna keep going up and up. And the day you guys overtake me is gonna be a happy day for me, not a sad day.
88 weeks.
88 weeks. You can do it. You can do
Ida,
it.
you want to just plug your show real quick?
Plug your show, yeah. Where can we see Ida and Kelsey?
It's Today's Show at WHITradio.org.
Okay, make sure you tune into WHITradio.org.
Dorg.
Don't tune into that. WHITradio.org. And make sure you watch the Today Show.
It's Today's Show by Ida and Kelsey. We'll be waiting for you.
Watch the Today Show. It has Al Roker. It's got Robin Roberts. Matt Lauer.
I don't know who.
But if you want, no, seriously, watch It's Today Show with Kelsey and Ida, my favorite show on WHIT Radio.
Oh,
I'm on when mine's on. I can't listen to my own.
Well,
it's a great show. Thank you, ladies. I listen to your show. So I'm a big supporter of your show. I don't know why we have to be frenemies.
Well, because there can only be one best radio show, and it's clearly ours.
Okay. Based on...
But the Jersey Shore got great hits doesn't mean it's way better than Nova.
Point well taken. Point well taken. You know what? Maybe we should have... How can we settle this, Sam, once and for all? So we can get past the bravado. We should have
a vote.
We can get past the bluster. Have a vote. Sam's mic is dead, Chris.
Go ahead. We should have a vote.
Okay. Isn't the YouTube hits a vote?
No, not really, because people can just stumble on.
Okay.
Looking for our show,
so
accidentally click your show.
Here's what we'll do, Chris. We're going to have a vote. We're going to have a school-wide vote.
School-wide vote.
I like it.
All right.
And we'll have the kids pick their favorite show on WHIT Radio, WHITradio.org. You like that?
I like it.
As soon as we come back from break, that's what we're going to do. We're gonna have a leaderboard up in the cafeteria, and that's what we're gonna do. Does anybody? You have class 5th period, Pat?
Yeah, Nard.
Gotta go. Okay, we're saying goodbye to Patrick. Head to class. Thank you. Thank you, Patrick, for coming in. Erp. Okay. Don't mind us, John. John's having a meeting. Supposed to be on the air, but we got Sam Sobolov filling in, which is great. How about you, Chris? Any plans for the break?
Yeah, I'm going to catch up on a lot of sleep, for sure, and probably hang out with my family.
Oh, that's nice.
Is that nice?
Has Easter lost some of its luster? Easter used to be a big holiday when I was a kid.
Yeah, it was a lot of activities going on in West York during Easter time.
I remember that. We have the Easter egg
hunt.
hunts, the feast. You know, now it's... I don't feel like it has...
We got Steven Chicas on the show,
Steve Chicas, live on the air. What's up, Steve?
Hello.
Steve, you're a friend of Sam's. You listen to his radio show?
Do I have to be honest?
No.
Yes, I listen to his radio show every day.
But that, by the way, he was being honest. He watches it all the time.
All the time.
Is that true?
What was
do you find a way? Maybe everybody's figuring out a way to watch this, Sam, without actually clicking on it. Maybe it's an aberration of numbers.
Maybe they're just looking for our show and they catch your show.
Okay.
I don't think so, Sam.
I think so.
All right, WHIT Radio,
that's the only explanation that makes sense.
John Placchino, our radio station manager, has just left the show, Chris.
You know what? Let me see if I can get in touch with him.
Hold on, what's his number? What, you have his extension?
No, but I might have his phone number.
Let's see. In the meantime, Maybe we'll do a little radio seance theater.
Oh, that would be great.
Okay. I got a good one, too. Got a good one today that I'm going to try to call up.
Inside here, shut the light.
Okay.
There's a hole.
Welcome to a little thing we call...
From here?
No, there's a switch right here, Steve.
Wait, inside?
Yeah, come on inside, yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
Steve, where every other light switch in the world is. There you go.
That's cute.
Welcome to Radio Seance Theater. So as everybody knows, I'm a clairvoyant, but I'm not a great clairvoyant. I'm a so-so clairvoyant, so I can't really talk to the dead, unfortunately. What I can do, though, is I can talk to people from different time periods in their life. So today, we're going to, since Mr. Placino left, last week we channeled Mr. Placino, so we're going to try to do it again. Let's see if we can get it to have, this is tough. Now, boys, remember, this is may exhaust me, and again, I'm going to lose contact with reality. Don't mind me. Here we go. We're going to try. John Placino, I compel you to show yourself now, Johnny. John Placino, the power of WHITradio.org compels you to show yourself. Listen to WHIT Radio, WHITradio.org. This is John Placino. Oh, where am I? In the radio station. How's it going, Chris?
Hey, John. Good to see you. You look great.
Thank you very much. I feel great. Getting ready to go up to Toronto next week. Going to go to the Rogers Center. They have a haunted house up there they go to. You know, also, when I drive, I like to do middle of the night driving. Everybody else wants to drive during the day when there's lights and restaurants are open. Not me.
It's kind of dangerous, John.
I get on the road at midnight. They call me the Midnight Rider. They should make a show about that with David Hasselhoff. I think that's Knight Rider in 1993, John. Oh, it was still a good show. We're talking to John from 1993. It's the only John Placino I can actually contact through my clairvoyance. John, what's going on in 1993? Not a lot. There's not a lot going on. John, last week we talked about maybe the internet taking off. Yeah, I don't see that thing really becoming anything. No, okay. I think one day the internet's going to cause you a lot of consternation, especially if you're trying to get an archive page going. What's an archive page? All right, great. So, John, what are you going to do when you head up to Toronto? Well, they got. I'm going to go catch the Blue Jays. They have a good ball club this year. They got Ricky Henderson, Connie Lansford, Roberto Alomar Jr., John Olerud, Lloyd Mosby, George Bell. John, I think you're giving out the Toronto Blue Jay lineup from... Oh, I'm sorry. That's right. I forgot. You're giving out the 1993 Toronto Blue Jay lineup. You know, what's the Yankee lineup, John, 1993? I completely forget. Catcher, you got Mike Stanley. First base, Donnie Baseball, Don Mattingly. Second base, Pat Kelly. Shortstop, Tony Fernandez. Third base, Wade Boggs. Then in the outfield, you got 1993. Paul O'Neill in right, Bernie in left and center. I forget who was the left fielder. John, more importantly, let's talk about your band, The Pyramids. A big time rock band going way back. We were something else. One time we opened up for a big group called Spirit, and we got to open up for them. John, I hear some spooky voices. Do you hear those voices? Yeah, no, these live with me here in the netherworld. I have to listen to these voices all the time. Is it spooky? It's very spooky. Is it scary? It's scary. It's not that scary. It's not that scary. It's scary. It's scary. All right, WHIT Radio, WHITradio.org. I'm going to go further. John, thank you, 1993. Now we're going to go deeper. I want to talk to Vinny Nardiello Jr. Mr. Nardiello Jr. How far back you want to go, Chris? How about 3 weeks?
That's good.
Okay, we're going to try to go back 3 weeks. Mr. Nardiello Jr. WHIT Radio compels you, Vinny Nardiello Jr. Show yourself. Show yourself. Show yourself. Hello? Is this Vinny Nardiello Jr. 2 weeks ago? Yes, it is. Oh, really? Mr. Nardiello, how are you? Tell us something about yourself. A lot of people don't know it, but I'm the best. The best at what? I'm just the best. Really? You're just the best, period. I'm the best. You know who else is the best? Me. I wrote a little song about it. You want to hear it? Yeah, I'd love to hear it. I'm the best. You're not the best. I'm the best. You're not the best. The best. The best. The best. I am the best. Wow, you're really full of yourself. The best. All right, thank you, Vinny Nardiello, 1993. How about you guys? You have any requests? We can go way back. We can pull people. Chris.
Let's see. How about Anthony Amdefino?
Oof. You know what? I think you have to make an appointment to actually.
Really?
Does anybody remember Mayor DeFino out there? If you remember Mayor DeFino, call on in 201-854-8224. I'm still texting with Holly, Chris.
Wow. Is she still upset?
I think so. I'm going to try to call her one more time. Let's see. I don't think she's going to pick up, personally.
I think she's going to pick up this thing.
Hi, you've reached Holly. I'm not here right now. Please leave me a message.
Okay. Not picking up. I'm going to text her and tell her to pick up. Okay. I just texted her to pick up. All right, Chris. I think we're going to start bringing things to an end here on WHIT Radio, WHITradio.org. Please, go to the coffee house today. There's going to be a lot of great acts, and we're going to have... Thanks, Chris.
Just keep going, bud.
We're going to have... I'm going to talk to John about that one. He'll talk to you. Don't worry about it. Go to the coffee house today. We're going to have some great shows. We're going to have the Teacher All-Star Band. It's going to be fantastic. Steve is going to turn the lights on. Let there be light. And there was... WHIT Radio, WHITradio.org. We're off next week, so you're not going to see us for a couple of weeks. Be sure to comment on our page on YouTube and let us know what you want us to talk about. We're actually going to have a special guest in for our next show, Friday, April 13th. We have Jennifer Lavanier, a star of the blogosphere. She has a great blog, and we're going to have... She does a blog about children's books, and she used to be... personal assistant to Marie Sendak, the writer of Where the Wild Things Are.
Oh, great.
Yeah, she worked for him for years, so we're going to talk about that. Are you guys going to have any special guests on the sports show? Thank you for listening to WHIT Radio.
We don't need special guests. We're enough.
Bum, 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 bum. Good night.